Lists of state leaders by century. This is a list of heads of state, government leaders, and other rulers in any given century. Third millennium. List of state leaders in the 21st century. Current state leaders. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Second millennium. List of state leaders in the 20th century 1951-2000. List of state leaders in the 20th century 1901-1950. List of state leaders in 20th century British South Asia. List of state leaders in the 19th century 1851-1900. List of state leaders in the 19th century 1801-1850. List of state leaders in the 19th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in 19th century British South Asia subsidiary states. List of state leaders in the 18th century. List of state leaders in the 18th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in 18th century British South Asia and its predecessor states. List of state leaders in the 17th century. List of state leaders in the 17th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in 17th century South Asia. List of state leaders in the 16th century. List of state leaders in the 16th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in 16th century South Asia. List of state leaders in the 15th century. List of state leaders in the 15th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in 15th century South Asia. List of state leaders in the 14th century. List of state leaders in the 14th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in the 13th century. List of state leaders in the 13th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in the 12th century. List of state leaders in the 12th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in the 11th century. List of state leaders in the 11th century Holy Roman Empire. First millennium. List of state leaders in the 10th century. List of state leaders in the 10th century Holy Roman Empire. List of state leaders in the 9th century. List of state leaders in the 8th century. List of state leaders in the 7th century. List of state leaders in the 6th century. List of state leaders in the 5th century. List of state leaders in the 4th century. List of state leaders in the 3rd century. List of state leaders in the 2nd century. List of state leaders in the 1st century. First millennium BC. List of state leaders in the 1st century BC. List of state leaders in the 2nd century BC. List of state leaders in the 3rd century BC. List of state leaders in the 4th century BC. List of state leaders in the 5th century BC. List of state leaders in the 6th century BC. List of state leaders in the 7th century BC. List of state leaders in the 8th century BC. List of state leaders in the 9th century BC. List of state leaders in the 10th century BC. Second millennium BC. List of state leaders in the 11th century BC. List of state leaders in the 12th century BC. List of state leaders in the 13th century BC. List of state leaders in the 14th century BC. List of state leaders in the 15th century BC. List of state leaders in the 16th century BC. List of state leaders in the 17th century BC. List of state leaders in the 18th century BC. List of state leaders in the 19th century BC. List of state leaders in the 20th century BC. Fourth millennium BC. List of state leaders in the 4th and 3rd millennia BC.